And to touch up on that last video, the teenagers are actually more adults than the fucking adults. Like, in almost any establishment that I've worked in, teenagers are better than the adults. Like, that's sad. Like, who would have thought we got older, we would have just fucking lost all self-respect. We would have lost all accountability. So now we can't do nothing on our own without it being somebody else's fault. And now we don't know how to accept criticism, even if it is constructional criticism. And now we don't like when we're pointed out on our flaws. And I really think, this should be a real big eye opener for a lot of people in a lot of places, okay? But you need to learn how to be an adult because it's fucking messy. Like, if we're just going to be this age and this is just how we're going to be, then I think maybe for a lot of y'all, you don't need to have the position that you're in. And that's not me being rude. Like, maybe if you knew how to conduct yourself, knew how to take accountability, knew how to speak to somebody, didn't view something somebody's saying as like a threat or as it being like entirely aimed at you, like, just own up to what you do. It's not that hard, okay? For 90% of Americans out there, we have children, okay? We're parents. We know we fall short and we still own up to our kids. So businesses and companies, corporations alike could all do the same thing. Okay, and it's not that I'm trying to bash anybody because I'm not really bashing, but in a way I kind of am. Like, I'm not aiming it at a certain company, but I'm aiming it at all companies in general because I'm sorry, but I don't like working for my money and going somewhere to eat and somebody has a nasty attitude with me. Okay, well, that's not my problem. I'm very understanding. I'm not going to sit here and cuss somebody out that works in fast food or works in any position, even if it is taking them a little bit longer to get to me. That's just not my MO. But I understand because maybe we're getting these people that are grouchy like this because they were somewhere else and they were done wrong. So we as companies, we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard and be better and do better and lead by example. And I don't see a lot of examples here in McDowell County, and it makes so much sense now as to why the county is just so poor. We're got it ran by fucked up individuals who are bad at financing. If they're not smuggling everything, probably like stealing it, they're gambling it away or they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing with it because it damn sure ain't going in McDowell County. Now, you could go to any other state and any other county in those states, and those places look a lot better than our state. And I'm just saying, this state is keeping people at their lowest so they can feed off of them. They ain't no different than the fucking government. They're just taking our last dollar, our last dime, and they're actually stressing you out. You're losing your hair, you're losing sleep, you're losing the color in your cheeks, and it's just because they're draining you. The whole reason they're called a welfare state. But now I'm realizing they're just vampires. They're gatekeepers. They don't have any real good resources that they can offer you. Like, and if they do, they're not going to tell you about it, okay? And nobody down here in this state apparently likes anybody going higher than them or over their head. But sometimes, we have to because y'all are in the wrong. And you're just going to have to learn. Like, okay, yeah, I was in the wrong for that because understand, these establishments do have cameras. Whether somebody watches them all the time or not, which I find that funny in West Virginia, Listen, in Columbus, Ohio, I'm used to people watching cameras. Why are we not doing that in West Virginia, Like, for all of you guys that own a business, for these people that you are hiring, why are you not monitoring your business with these cameras? Use these videos, use these audios. Like, you would find out where half your shit's going or find out what the fuck is actually going on if you use these fucking cameras. Like, it's just sad. But anyways, on a good note, please have a good day. Please do better. Be better adults. Learn to use your words. Learn to use manners. Because I feel like we forgot all about the things we learned at school and in kindergarten and things you learn in first grade that are just basic knowledge skills. I feel like nobody knows how to talk to nobody anymore. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't appreciate the companies out here in West Virginia because of that. Like, treat me with some respect and I'll treat you with some respect. But until then, you're going to get what version of me you're getting because of what version you're giving. But if you're a corporation, a company, a higher up, or you're somebody handling this that is working in that business, just be better. I like to see people hold themselves accountable because it's going to make me want to come back and revisit your establishment. Even if it's not fast food, it could be the healthcare. It could be, your local little grocery store. It could be anything, okay? And in order to get me to keep coming back, it's all on how you talk to me, what you say, how you treat me. Like, there is a line for respect. I didn't mean to get on here and sound all hateful. There's just some situations that just really make me mad, okay? And it starts with us, guys. It starts with us as adults.